everyone, and welcome to the Baking Biker. Today we're headed over to the Kitsap Peninsula, and we're going to participate in a cafe-to-cafe ride, and more information coming. So, let's ride. So the Cafe to Cafe ride is from Sound Rider magazine, which is an online magazine. They've been around since around 1999, and I'll have a link to their website in the description box below. Anyway, they put together this Cafe to Cafe ride. They've been doing this for a few years. They have different rallies and ride or that they organize. And they also have a marketplace where there's, I think you can sell your motorcycle on there. They also sell gear and Farkles for your motorcycle. So it's quite a great website. Check it out. It's here in the Pacific Northwest. And so it's pretty local. But they do rides here in Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana. And every year they put on a big rally. They call it the Rally in the Gorge or something like that. Anyway, and it's for all motorcycles, and it's at Hood River in Oregon. It's on the Columbia River, which is that area is considered the Gorge. And we've attended that. In fact, a few years ago, Triumph had demo bikes there, and that was the first time I got to try some Triumph motorcycles. It was pretty cool. So anyway, back to the Cafe. So they put together this Cafe to Cafe ride, or rides. Actually, they don't give you the route at all because they don't know where you live and how you're going to get there. But they have 15 destinations in Oregon and Washington, and you have about 6 months to get it done. So I think it starts around the 1st of March, which not many of us are riding too much around the 1st of March. And then it goes through September. And so the deal is you sign up for it, and there's a cost to it, and they give you the cafes, the 15 cafes, and then you figure out how you're going to ride there. So it gives you a destination to ride to. And they give you a card, a placard with a number on it, and so you're to take your picture with you, that placard, and the cafe, your motorcycle, all in the same picture, and then send that in because you get a point for every cafe that you go to, and you get bonus points if you eat at that cafe. You don't have to. And they have also some bonus routes. So all the 15 main rides are in Oregon and Washington, and then they have some bonus routes in Idaho and Montana. And we have a trip planned this year that we had to cancel last year because of COVID. To Great Falls, Montana for the BMW National Rally. And a couple of the cafes that are on our list are on our route. So we'll be stopping by those and getting some, I guess, bonus points. So as you can see, I have Rick in front of me and our friend Bill in front of me also. And so the three of us are taking a cafe-to-cafe ride. So we're in what's called the Kitsap Peninsula here in the Pacific Northwest, and as you can see, there hasn't been much to see at the moment, but it will be a beautiful ride. We've done some of these parts before and some other rides, so if you've seen some of my other rides, you will see that there's you've seen some of this before, but that's alright. It's still beautiful. I never get tired of it. So the first cafe on our list that we're going to go to, not the first one on the list, but it's the first one we're going to go to, and it's called Port Gamble. Oh, the cafe, I'm sorry, we're going to Port Gamble for the cafe that we're going to is called Butcher and Baker. It's a husband and wife cafe, restaurant. I'm not sure what they call, anyway, we'll just call them a cafe for right now. It's a husband-wife. The husband is a butcher, and the wife is a baker. Hence the name Butcher and Baker. So Port Gamble is part of the National Historic Landmark District. It closed in the 1960s. But it had the longest running sawmill in the U.S. over 140 years that sawmill ran. It's longer than any other sawmill in the U.S. And I believe it's still that way today. It's closed now, but it still holds the, I guess, the record for being open and being the sawmill the longest. It's on my right, but you can't see it. Every once in a while I get an opening, but I really can't show you too well. But on my right is Gamble Bay. Now, Port Gamble was named Port Gamble by Charles Wilkes during an expedition and survey of what we call Hood Canal, the Puget Sound area, all this area. They were doing expedition and they were surveying it, and Charles Wilkes was leading the expedition, and he's the one who named it Port Gamble. So we're coming into Port Gamble now, established 1853. It actually started in, actually it was founded, yep, it was founded in 1841 by Charles Wilkes. And the original houses here on my left are built like New England style. And we're coming up to the restaurant here shortly, I do believe. And Port Gamble is part of the National Historic Landmark Association, or District, I'm sorry. National Historic Landmark District. So we're going to park our motorcycles here and get a picture. What a nice lunch we had here at the Butcher and Baker Provisions. They had a great selection of sandwiches. We had the Romanian, let's see, what was it? Oh, cheesesteak, that's what it was. The Romanian cheesesteak, and that was delicious. And also with their house-made potato salad. And I did save room for dessert, so I had the chocolate eclair. That was delicious. Rick and I shared everything, which is nice. Oh, nice view out to my right. So I think that's the first time we've actually ever stopped here at Port Gamble. Close up my visor. We've ridden through Port Gamble a few times, but we never stopped. So that was a very nice place. I highly recommend it if you're ever in the Port Gamble area to stop at Butcher and Baker Provisions. Now we're off to Port Ludlow and to a Mexican restaurant called let's see if I get this right. El Molcajete. So I'm sorry for the owner if I mispronounce your restaurant. Oh, the Hood Canal Bridge. Yes. Now when I first started riding, I did not like this bridge. It's a nice bridge. It's a floating bridge. This is the Hood Canal. And off in the distance are the Olympic Mountains. They are still got snow on them. We got a lot of snow this year. So this is why I don't really care for it, because it's graded. But as you see, we have these tire tracks that are cement, so not quite so bad. But I've always hated graded bridges because it makes your motorcycle kind of move around. But I've learned how to have a very soft grip through it, and doing much better through it, so not quite so bad. They do open this for certain ship and boat traffic. Any boats that cannot make it underneath the spans we just went across. So sometimes you can be here and be stuck in traffic for like an hour waiting for it to reopen. Well, here's the graded part. It doesn't last too long, but it does kind of move you around a little bit, so it's disconcerting on a motorcycle. Let's go back to the view we have to my left of the Olympic Mountains, Hood Canal. We'll be going down Hood Canal over there. On the other side, way off in the distance, we'll be over there. So more of this graded bridge stuff. So it's pretty short, which is nice. I'm very happy about that. And the view off to my right. Just gorgeous. Really pretty when it's clear sky, blue sky. But today it's kind of like high clouds, some low clouds. No rain in the forecast. and the temperature's around 60 degrees, so for the 1st of April, it's a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. Entering Port Ludlow. I'm thinking Port Ludlow was named after a War of 1812 naval hero. I have a vest that has heat to it. I haven't turned on the heat, but it's a heated vest if I want to. I bought it for skiing, but it's really turned out well for motorcycling, other than turning it on and then adjusting the heat. That's a little bit not quite motorcycle friendly, but it can be done. I've done it many times now. We're coming into the parking lot for the restaurant. It should be it. This building on our left should be the restaurant. Yep, there it is. Well, that was a nice little stop there at El Molcajete restaurant. We didn't eat there, of course, because we just had lunch elsewhere. But it looks like a nice place to stop by next time. So we just got our picture taken, and now we're heading along the west side of the canal. In the Pacific Northwest, anytime you get a dry day and it's relatively warm, 50 degrees, 60 degrees, pretty much a dry day and it's not freezing. It's nice to get out on the motorcycles. These great views of Hood Canal. Once while you come around the corner like, oh wow, look at that. So in the 1840s they were surveying and mapping out and exploring this whole area here. And naming communities. Founding communities, I guess you could say, and then naming them, of course. Oh, we are going so slow, of course. That's right, it does go 30 down here. Lillywop. That's because it kind of tightens up with this little bridge, and we're on a corner. And you got people going in and out of these places on both my left and my right, so slow your way down. No vacancy at the Lillywop Country Store and Motel. Yeah. Yep, there's more beautiful views. enjoyed today's ride, our cafe to cafe ride today to Port Campbell and Port Ludlow. And I highly recommend Butcher and Baker Provisions there in Port Campbell. Delicious sandwich and delicious chocolate eclair. So if I'm going to leave a link down below in the description box for the Sound Rider magazine and this cafe to cafe ride. They also put together a rally in the gorge that's at Hood River, Oregon, and that I think is somewhere around the end of August this year. So anyway, I'll put some links below for you for the Sound Rider magazine. So I hope you enjoyed the videos, and thank you for watching. And by the way, another bug hit right in front of my eye. Always right in front of your eyes. There it is. And it's a bigger bug this time. Anyway, now that I've complained, have a great day and thank you for watching.